when we have studied that BH curve, when magnetizing force is applied, this flux density also is increasing along the curve OA and it saturates at point A. After A, even if magnetizing force is increased, it remains at the same level. Suppose we are reducing the magnetizing force, it will not be following this path, but it will be reducing along the path AC. This is because the core retains some magnetic flux even after removing the magnetizing force we have applied. The portion OC, that is the magnetism which remains in the material even we are reducing the magnetizing force to zero, is called the residual magnetism. That is, residual magnetism is the magnetic flux density remaining in a material even when the magnetizing force is made zero. This is also called the remanence. This point C, that is called the retentivity, is the power to remain its magnetization even after the magnetizing force is made zero. Coercivity. We know that when magnetizing force is increased, flux density also increased to a certain level and it saturates. After that, when this magnetizing force is brought back to zero, some residual magnetism is there, so that it will not be coming to zero, but it follows curve AC. After that, to reduce this magnetism to zero, the magnetizing force is applied in a negative direction, so that at D, the magnetism of the core becomes completely removed. That is, this negative magnetizing force OD required to bring the magnetic flux to zero is called the coercivity. That is the OD. That is, this much magnetizing force which is required to reduce the magnetism in the material to zero is called the coercivity. The magnetizing force required to remove the residual magnetism from the material is called the coercive force or coercivity of the material.